Sometimes a tier tray just isn't enough, so for this video I made a hanging tiered tower. Stick around to see how I put this together. I'm taking 4 wood trays and some beads and some macrame, and some paint, and I'm going to do a boho style hanging tiered tower. I'll use my handy dandy drill and get into it. So I'm going to drill holes in all 4 corners of all 4 of the trays because I'm going to be hanging them all together. So just a real easy thing there, no problem. Just make sure the hole is big enough. For the macrame cord, which I end up changing the cord that I use, but that's later. So I want to make sure I get all of the holes drilled. So I have all those done, and I'm going to paint all of them because I have this one that's white. So I'm just going to paint them all white. And the first color I'm going to use is this. Oh, I'm going to sand it first. So I want to sand them first, and then I'm using this one decor paint gloss. It's a paint and sealer in one, and this is folk art. This is a Plaid Crafts product. So I'm going to paint everything with that first, and then I will use the Waverly chalk paint in white. So I'll go ahead and get those painted. And those are my first coats, and I will go over them again, of course. But this stuff is going to be too thick to go through the beads, so I'm going to end up using a skinnier kind. And I don't end up using the bar. I just use the round, the wood round there. I don't know what you call it. I wanted to try to figure out how to hang them, but it just didn't work out, so I did something else instead. But the gist is still the same, hanging them all for the corners. And yeah, I'm using the thinner cord so it will go through my beads. So I have them all together, hooking, and I'm going to get them hooked on the little round circle there, and that's going to be my hanger part. And these are both really long strings because it's going to hang really tall, I guess. I tried various different methods to figure out how I was going to make this a standing tower, but it just wasn't working out for me. So I just decided to do like a boho style and just hang it. And I was having a complete brain fart trying to figure out how to loop this around. I don't even know. It was kind of late. So I just get my strands looped on here, and then I can badly knot, which you'll see in a minute. I don't really know a whole lot about doing macrame. not as the art form or whatever you want to call it, doing all the knots and whatever. So I just do some basic tying, I guess, as it is. I only do it enough to make sure I have just like an area to where it will lay more properly for the application that I'm using it for. So I'm just tying in knots across, and I go over a few times. I think I do about like an inch, maybe. I do like an inch worth of tying across this. And again, I wasn't thinking real clear on how I was doing this, or I might have clamped it down or something. But yeah, if you know macrame braiding, then you're doing better than me, so try that. But the reason why I was making a tiered tower is because I am part of the Tiered Tower Challenge. This challenge is hosted by Amanda of Amanda Anything Goes and Zaina from Okay at Home DIY. And she wondered a while back, how about making something with more than 3 tiers? Would it be a tower? How big would it be? She had bought one, I think it was, or I can't remember exactly how it went. But anyway, here we are, tiered towers, 4 or more tiers in the thing. So that's what we got going on here, and I decided that these trays would work out perfect for that. So as you can tell, I'm trying to knot these strands of cord. That's a start. So I just hazarded it together. I don't know, and I just put it together. I will try this again at another point in time. I will probably redo this, but for the intents of this video, I'm calling this one, I'm calling this one done for this one. So yeah, just feeding it through the holes. Now I did take hot glue on the ends to, help ease the string or the cord through, not just the holes, but the holes in the beads, because the beads are going to be used like as a kind of like a spacer separation, a way for me to help hold the trays up, because I'm going to knot them in the end, or knot them in the different tiers, I guess, if you want to call it that. So that's going to be how I put it together. Okay, so to recap, I'm feeding the macrame cord through the holes that I drilled. I'm working from smallest to biggest, and I hot glued the ends of the cord to help assist feeding it through the holes and for the beads, which will be helping me support them. So as you can see, it's going to hang like that, and I'll slide a bead underneath and then tie a knot under the beads. Hopefully it'll help disperse the weight a little bit and, kind of keep it a little more level, I guess. It's really kind of hard to hold the thing level and try to tie a knot at the same time. So I struggled with it a bit, and you'll see towards the end it is a little crooked, it's a little wonky, but it'll work out. So I'm just feeding those beads on there, and that will be how I put them together, and I'll tie knots underneath each bead, and it will help hold it together. And see how long they are. So enough for that I can put them all together. And as you can see, I have them all tied together just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's easy to store too. You can just stack them inside each other. So that was really nifty too. And they're pretty lightweight. So, having them all together like that, it's not real heavy, which is nice. They're very lightweight trays. And here we are. I just took some of the stuff that I had on my tier trays and styled it a little. I'm no good at this stuff, you guys. I just kind of throw stuff in there, but there it is. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Don't forget to check out my description box for Amanda's and Zaina's links and the link to the playlist. Make sure to spread the YouTube goodness. Go like, comment, and subscribe on everybody's videos. I want to thank you guys so much for coming. Take care, y'all. Bye.